Hi everyone, welcome to new video. Today in this video we are going to learn how can we prepare scripted browser synthetic script for a New Relic, and I will show you three ways by which you can create synthetic script for your scripted browser monitor. Okay, so regarding scripted browser, if you come to New Relic page and if you go to synthetic monitor and if you click here create your first monitor, you will find that there are multiple types of synthetic monitor we can create. So when it comes to complex application flow, just like how we do in Selenium, well, we have to write big scripts in order to mimic the end user flow through our code. So that option is here called scripted browser. So there what you have to do, on the write script section you have to write the entire code in JavaScript. Then New Relic will periodically run based on the interval you are choosing, and that's how you create synthetic monitor for a New Relic. Okay, but sometimes if the flow is very lengthy, it's little bit hard to write that much of script. So in order to do that, there are some tools available in the market and they are free to use. We can use them and prepare our synthetic script in short time. Okay, so today I will be showing you total three ways by which you can prepare synthetic scripts. So type 1, this is with the help of Selenium IDE and synthetic formatter extensions. With the help of these two extensions, we can prepare synthetic script for New Relic. Type 2 is Katalon Recorder extension, and type 3 is using New Relic Sidekick node module. Okay, so I'll be showing you these three steps, these three ways of creating synthetic script. Just a note, for type 3 along with the sidekick module we would also need the Selenium IDE. Okay, what we are using in type 1. So what I am going to do, I will prepare total 3 scripts on a same application using these three ways, and I'll validate the script in this video in order to make sure that the scripts prepared by all these three ways are working fine. Okay, so let's start. So just to show you our application, this is our application blazedemo.com. It's a test website. So here we can mimic the user scenario of booking a ticket. So first we'll choose the locations, then we will choose the flights, then we will fill these information. So we can fill any dummy information here, that's not a problem, and we can click on purchase flight. Then we will land into this page. Our scenario is over. Okay, so let's get started. For first type we need total 2 extensions. One is Selenium IDE. You can write Chrome Web Store, you'll get this link, that Chrome Web Store link from where you can download the Selenium IDE. Another is the synthetic formatter for Selenium IDE. Again, you can find this in the Chrome Web Store. So what you have to do, you have to download both the extension. It will be automatically added here, and after that you don't need to do any modification anywhere, just download them, that's it. Now, so our portal is blazedemo.com, so let's just copy the URL. So the first step will be, we'll open Selenium IDE and we'll click on the first option for creating a project, and we'll call this Blaze Demo Test. We'll click on OK. Then we have to paste the URL from where we will start our user journey, and then we'll click on start recording. After that, one browser window will come with that link, that page will open, then we will start mimicking our flow. So first we will choose the location, then we will choose flight, then we will fill these information, and then we'll click on purchase flight, and that's it, we are done. After it is done, what we can do, we can go to our Selenium IDE, we can click on this top icon and let's give it a name, Blaze Demo Test. Okay, so once it is done, in this case directly you can click on this three dot and you can click on export and export in the New Relic compatible script with the help of the another extension what we have downloaded in our Chrome. But before that I'll save it, because for the third time when we will use New Relic Sidekick, we will need that file so that we will not record again. So we'll keep it for our reference. Let's create a folder on our desktop itself. So I'll write synthetic nr as folder name and I'll save the Selenium site file. Okay. Now after we recorded our flow, if you click on these three dots and if you click on export, you will find another option is there which is called New Relic Synthetics. If you only install Selenium IDE, you will not be able to see this option. You will be able to see this option only when you have installed the another extension which is called Synthetics Formatter. Okay, after you install that, it will be automatically here. You don't need to do any modification, just simply download that and you are good to go. So we will choose this and we'll click on export and let's save it on that folder itself. And as you can see by the extension, it's a JavaScript file. We will call this as type 1 synthetic formatter. Okay, and we will save it. So we are done. Now let's close all the unnecessary windows what we don't need. I don't need the Selenium IDE anymore. I'll go to that folder. I'll open the JavaScript file what we have just generated. So as you can see, it's a JavaScript code which is created based on the user flow what we have done on the blazedemo.com. Let's copy the script and then we'll come to New Relic. We'll go to synthetic monitor. We'll click on create our first monitor and then we will choose scripted browser. Let's call it test and then we'll choose period as 6 hour because we have a free version. We cannot choose less than 6 hour. We'll click on select location. We will choose any location. We'll click on write script and some boilerplate script will come. Let's delete everything. Let's paste it whatever we have generated by the synthetic formatter extension. Okay, and then we'll click on validate. So just remember that whenever you will validate any synthetic script for the first time, it may take some time, more time usually to validate it, but after one run it will be fast from the next time onwards when you will validate any script. So let's wait for some time. So we are good with the script. As you can see, the result is success and we have landed to the correct page what we were expecting. Okay, so I'm not going to save the monitor. I'll directly go to script editor because we will generate script in another way and we will paste in the same script editor and we will run it and we will test it. So our first type is done. Now let's try out the Katalon Recorder. Okay, for that again you will go to Chrome and you will search for Katalon Chrome extension. You'll get into this page, chromewebstore.google.com, and then you have to just click on add to Chrome. It will be added here. Now for that, what we have to do, as we know this is our portal, we already have the link on our clipboard, that is fine. So we will open Katalon and then here is you'll find multiple options. The first option is test suits. So we'll create a test suits and we'll call it Blaze Demo Test. Okay, after the test suite is created, then we have to create a test case. We'll call this Blaze Demo Test Case and we'll click on OK. After it is done, we'll click on record. Then we will come back to our browser. There we will start mimicking the flow. So first is blazedemo.com and then we will choose some location. Then we will choose the flight Then let's fill the information with all dummy data. And we'll click on purchase price. Once it is done, we'll click on stop, and that's it. We have recorded the flow, right? After that, for exporting the flow into New Relic compatible synthetic script, we have to again click on this three dot. Okay, sorry, in this Katalon we don't need to click here. We directly have a global export button in the bottom. So currently we have selected the correct test case what we want to export. We'll click on export, then we will come to this page. So here, as you can see, one option is there called select a framework. So we'll click on the drop down menu and we will choose this one, node within bracket new relic synthetics. After we are done, we will get the script here. We just have to control A, copy everything. Then we will go to a designated folder where we were saving our script. Let's call it blaze demo test type 2 Katalon, and we'll make the extension as JS because it's a JavaScript code. We'll open it, we'll paste the code whatever we have copied, and we'll save it. Okay, just for our reference. Now let's open again our new relic. We are on the page where we need to paste our script. So we'll paste the script generated by Katalon, and then we'll click on validate. Let's see if this validation is working fine with the script we have created with Katalon. Okay, our validation is done. Now we'll see the result. Fine, it's working fine. It says success, and we'll enter to the same page. So our type 2 is also done. Now let's come to the third type, which is kind of a new type of generating synthetic script. So we will be using this module called newrelic-sidekick. Okay, let's go to script editor and delete everything, because now we will be pasting the script generated by newrelic-sidekick. So we will go to Chrome, and then we have to go to this page, newrelic-sidekick GitHub. Then we'll get a link here from github.com. We'll go there. So we'll come to the repository. They will tell you how to install it, how to execute the code. Okay, and for that, as you can see, we need side file. Let me zoom in little bit. It says that side file, that means Selenium IDE file, what we have already saved in our type 1 demonstration. So let's copy the command. Of course, as we are using npm here, you should already have Node installed. Just go to node.js.org and download Node in your computer, whichever device you are using, Windows, Linux, Mac. So let's go to the folder where we have our side file. We'll open command prompt here. Let me increase the size. As you can see, I have Node already installed. I have 20.17.0. Now we will install our library, which is npm install -g. We need to use -g. If it is globally installing, then only we will be able to call sidekick, or else we will not be able to call sidekick. Okay, we'll click on enter. Okay, it's downloaded. Now we have to run this sidekick. Then we will tell the location of our side file, blaze demo test.side, and I want to generate script here only, so I'll write /, which denotes the current directory. I'll click on enter. Okay, so we are done. Now after you execute this command, you will find another JavaScript file got generated. By default it will be named as default.js. So this is nothing but the sidekick. So let me name it as blaze demo test type 3 sidekick. Okay, we'll open it, then we'll get the script, we'll copy it, we'll go to new relic, we'll paste the script here, and we'll click on validate. Okay, validation is done. Now we'll see the result, and it is working absolutely fine. Alright, so we are landed to that same page where we are expected to land after our work is done, and then we have here the message whether it is done or not. It says that success. Okay, so we are done with the third type also. Okay, I hope this video is useful and you learned how to create your synthetic script. Don't write it manually, instead create it. After creating it, maybe you can do some enhancement based on the requirement what you have for your project. And I will leave all the important links in the description of the video. Thanks for watching the video till end. Let's meet again with some new content.